was going to kill myself. My mental ability was declining. That's why I needed that surgery.
Drone has eyes on. She does have an object to her head.
For 12 hours, nearly every officer in Washington County has been hunting a person who shot their own parents.
This is the St. Louis Police Department. You have you surrounded. Come out with your hands up.
I need you to put the weapon down and put your hands up in the air so we can know that we can talk safely, okay?
Why do you think I killed them over the surgery? That was my last hope.
What follows is a 70-minute conversation in the dirt where the suspect will ask for something so brutal, it'll force the officers no choice.
I want the death penalty via fire squad, and I want it in written notice.
It's the evening of June 18th, 2024 in Washington City, Utah, a quiet desert town tucked under Red Rock just outside St. George. Somewhere in it, 2 people are dead inside their home, and the person who did it is already gone.
There was an incident at her parents' house, and so we're trying to find her, and we're hoping maybe you can help us out.
Okay, is she in trouble, or is she just
I can't divulge too much information, but we do need to find her immediately. Has anything seemed out of the ordinary lately with her or anything like that?
No, she seems friendly and kind to me.
Okay. Do you know if she has like any sort of mental health issues or anything like that, suffering from depression or anything like that?
She mentioned she suffered from depression, but didn't really go into detail.
Does she drive a car?
Yeah.
Is it a yellow Kia Soul?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, yeah. So we know she's in the car. We know she's out and about, but she does not have a phone, so we can't really find her. Do you know if she likes to frequent anywhere specifically or anything like that, or?
No. Yeah, not that I know of. No.
Hello, my name's Officer Radke, St. George PD. The reason I pulled you over is just because we had a suspicious vehicle in the area, and it was a yellow Kia, so it matched the description.
Oh, okay.
Do you have any weapons or anything in the car?
No.
No? Just because the vehicle we're looking for, someone threw a phone out. So, what's your mom and dad's name? Do you have a mom and dad? Are they still alive? No. I think this is not the right vehicle. Wrong yellow Kia.
While they chase the wrong car, another officer is parked outside a brick house a few blocks over, Mia's old address, the one she'd been evicted from. The young man living there tells the officers she'd been in a bad headspace for a while.
When she did live here, then she did some funny things. And you probably have you read up on her?
No, not really. If you could give me some background.
Background is she used to live here before she got evicted.
Okay.
She took something.
Okay.
A little bit too much of some kind of sleeping pill or something like that. So hopefully you guys find her.
Yeah.
A recent eviction, an overdose, a friend who described her as friendly and kind. None of it explains what officers walked into that night, because what happened inside the Bailey house wasn't a weapons call. It was a double homicide, and the worst part is what she did between the first shot and the last. The murder scene itself never makes it onto a body camera. By the time officers clear the house, it's a crime scene sealed. But the next morning, standing at the perimeter, the detectives walk each other through exactly what they think happened inside. It's the clearest account we have, and it's chilling in how fast it went.
Oh yeah, he called dispatch. Did you hear that? No. So yeah, he walked in. He's mad at his mom and dad because they didn't pay for his gender reassignment. He shoots mom in the face. She falls off the couch. He then shoots her in the back of the head. The round goes through the floor of the basement where her brother and sister-in-law are at. I'm like, what the f***'s going on? Dad comes out, takes the first round through here, next round right through his eye, drops.
She went to grandma's first, but grandma wasn't home. Yeah, so she's been staying on and off. Who knows where. She showed up at mom and dad's house tonight because they just canceled her gender reassignment surgery, and she was pissed off. She was there for a total of 4 minutes, popped both of them with 8 rounds, mom execution style, and took off. And brother and his wife were downstairs, who he's already pulled a gun on him before, went downstairs and shot multiple rounds towards him to try to get him to. They went out the window into the neighbor's house.
Wow.
So he was lucky to be alive. Yeah, absolutely.
They said he went to grandma's first, but grandma wasn't home. He then calls 911, says, I just killed my parents. Tosses the phone. gets in his car. His brother and sister-in-law call 911 at the same time. And he's in the wind.
There's one more thing the officers keep coming back to that night, the gun, because it wasn't a gun she had to go find. It was a gun the police themselves had handed back to her months before.
We took this gun in that she has, and on a call that we had, a ground machine call.
You've already taken the gun before?
We took it, and the ammo that we found at the house is what we killed with. You see, I cleared it, get the gun back in March. So at least we're assuming that it's the same ammo, 9mm, the gun we took and we released back to her. So.
That 9mm was now somewhere out in the dark with her, and she'd already told one officer exactly what she planned to do with it. The first officers to find her don't find a car. They find her on foot, walking down River Road in the dark, and the moment they call out to her, she answers in a way that turns a manhunt into something far more dangerous.
Officer Tanner and Detective Gibson also saw her from River Road, and then when she started walking away from them, they made contact, and that's when she pulled out the gun and held it to her head and just kept walking away.
I can see the gun in the waistband. She puts a bitch on it. She takes off running here, so we come in here and she puts a gun to her head. She never pointed at us, and then she just slowly started walking like, oh, there's no houses, we'll just keep following her, and then next thing you know, we see houses, she takes off running. When we rolled up, she had the gun in her back waistband, and she pulled it out, put it to her head, and just continued walking, running from us.
They haven't located her vehicle. No, they just saw her walking with a gun. But who else would be just walking down the street with a gun to their head? Unless it's that other suicidal from an hour ago.
We're going to go over here so we can see up this road.
Unit 21 at the private road. Hey, since it sounds like we've got a lot of areas covered, why don't we get someone on a PA and just start giving verbal command? See if we can't just get her to come out with her hands up at least. Leah, we need you to comply with us, please. This is the St. George Police Department. You need to just put your hands up, hands clear, and slowly walk towards the headlights, please.
Around midnight, they actually get close. She didn't walk toward the headlights. She went deeper into the dark.
And the officers caught him last night at 30:30. Put the gun to his head and started wandering off down in towards some houses. And,
so they actually saw him.
Oh, they saw him. Yeah, they were giving commands, and he put the gun to his head and took off. And they lost sight of him, trying to get a perimeter, but he got through.
This is no longer a routine search. Officers describe rifles, ballistic shields, snipers in second-story windows, a thermal helicopter overhead, drones, and they still can't see her.
It's not a dog deal anymore. He's armed. We won't send a dog in.
We need that damn helicopter up there.
I know.
To find us where she's at. Can't leave a helicopter up to pick her up.
I know. I mean, you would think she would stand out in a circle full of heat signatures.
Let's open that chopper and find something.
What's he saying about his FLIR initially?
It has to get warmed up.
Oh.
It doesn't immediately, it doesn't just flip on like a light switch. Well, as it warms up, it gets better and better. Let's run through the whole. He showed us it when we were at the marathon.
Yeah.
In a lot of cases, if it's cold enough, we can watch their footprints because they leave body heat behind.
This whole bottom is thick brush, so nothing really showing up other than, again, those T3s that could confirm if she was to hunker down in there and not move, it'd be hard to verify. We can stay above for however much longer we have fuel for it. Check anywhere else you want us to check.
I got two pretty solid heat signatures there and there. And one's like right in the center of that big thick brush. And neither one was moving. So she's either still hunkered down or she's shot.
Yeah. We spoke with Jay. Jay told us to tell you to put down the weapon and come out. Turn yourself into us. Jay is really worried about you. He's really worried about your safety. I want you to put down the weapon and come out.
Attention in the area! Police Department K-9 unit! A police dog will be sent to search the area! Call out now and make yourself known! If you do not call out, you may be found dead and injured by a police dog! Final warning! Police Department K-9 unit!
He says now that it's lighter, he thinks it's just a piece of plywood. that fell off of the tree stand there.
You can confirm that in there?
Yeah, so the dog just pulled off right off the trail and he just sat there. It's pretty thick and too thick for the dog.
One of the 2 homicides and the weapon. He should have never left our eyes at the beginning. But now we're not in this situation where innocence is in danger next to houses with the person who's killed wanted.
I got people approaching me and texting me all afternoon like, hey, what's the deal with that active shooter in Washington?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I get a phone call, we're in the middle of all this shit going on, and I get a call from dispatch and I think they have some information for me. I answer it, and it's the fucking news. They transferred them to my cell phone.
SWAT literally took 2 firefighters with no vests on, no guns, and just casually walked in right where he was last known.
What was the reason for that?
For hours, nothing. Then just after sunrise, the break doesn't come from a drone or a dog or a sniper. It comes from a man stepping out of his own house. It's early morning, June 19th. A homeowner walks outside and notices something under a trailer parked near his property. It's her, and the moment she realizes she's been seen, she bolts straight into the open wash where every gun in the county is waiting.
It's good eyes from that homeowner. Notice underneath the trailer, she moved quite a ways. If she parked her, ditched her car down in desert color, she walked all the way up here last night.
Oh, because somebody walked out and saw her underneath the trailer.
Yeah.
Spooked her.
The person was underneath the truck, kind of
like rolled under the trailer behind the truck.
The trailer behind the truck, hiding.
It's not normal.
And then was kind of looking towards me. So I was backing away, but I spooked the person. And so then they got out and started walking. So I waited a bit and then started walking slowly after them. As we got to about here, the person kind of jogged a little bit and then walked again around the corner, and that's where I lost the current person. So I just see weapons and
didn't see any weapons, no bags, no hat.
Everybody be quiet without verbal contact with the suspect. From the second story, we can see that she's now. It's possible she's got a gun in her right hand, pointing it towards her head.
Drone has eyes on. She does have an object to her head. All units, if you see the drone, we're almost directly above her. She is laid completely on her side and has an object up to her head in brown shrubbery.
We're going to set a pink box on the brick wall. She is directly in front of that pink box on the ground.
A woman who'd evaded them all night, who just outrun a homeowner at dawn, was now flat in the dirt with a loaded gun against her skull. Everyone with a rifle was waiting for one move. Instead, a voice came over the wall, calm, almost friendly, and started talking to her. The negotiator is Officer Tyler Free of St. George PD. His whole job for the next hour is to keep her talking. And from his very first question, she answers with the only outcome she's interested in.
Mia, this is Tyler with the St. George PD. Can you hear me? Okay, Mia, I'm here to talk to you. I'm here to help you through this. I know that you're going through a rough time right now, and that's okay. I'm here to help you out. We want to definitely come to a peaceful resolve. We don't want you to get hurt. We don't want any of us to get hurt. Need you to put the weapon down and put your hands up in the air so we can know that we can talk safely, okay?
Well then, can you get the prosecutor?
Well, the prosecutor's not going to come out here, though.
He doesn't have to come out here.
Okay. Well, what would you like to say to the prosecutor?
I want the death penalty via fire squad, and I want it in written notice.
Oh, Mia, that hurts my heart that you want that. That you feel that that's your...
else to live for. And none of my family believed me, or the cops, or the goddamn hospital.
Mia, I believe you. I don't think that that's something that you would make up.
So you're saying, if I'm hearing you correctly, you're saying that you want the death penalty by firing squad?
A confessed killer, flat on the ground, calmly asking the state to execute her in writing. To Free, it raised the only question that mattered out there. Why? Why this? Why now? Why her own mother and father? And when he asked, she told him. Watch how the negotiator works here. He doesn't argue. He asks about the one thing she keeps circling back to, a surgery she'd wanted her entire life, and lets her lay out a grievance that, in her mind, ended with 2 people dead.
I bought the gun 3 weeks before the fucking incident.
To kill her parents. Said that was an option. I had her talking to me about the whole thing, and then I couldn't look at her anymore.
Why do you think I killed them over the fucking surgery? That was my last hope. Trust me, dude. I tried and tried and tried for over 7 years to get away from that shitty, abusive fucking family. I moved to fucking Washington because I knew I was gonna either fucking kill myself or kill somebody. And I needed to go.
So, Mia, I'm just curious, how long have you wanted this surgery?
All my life.
All your life?
Yep.
So at what age did you?
2.
The age of 2?
They acted like they were not against it, but they were. Especially my mother. In the end, they couldn't do one right thing for me in their life. Instead of just inhibit me.
So I'm curious, how much does a surgery like that cost?
$30,000.
$30,000. Wow.
I had insurance. I had 2 letters of support. I had it with insurance, etc. I had all their requirements.
And what happened with that?
Well, the day I went to the hospital, apparently my mom called the hospital.
What did? So she called the hospital.
Yeah, before the surgery.
And what did she tell them?
I don't know exactly, but she basically said, the social worker wouldn't say anything on that, but that she was against the surgery and that she shouldn't get it.
So did your mom admit to you that she called the hospital and told them that you shouldn't get the surgery?
I was pissed at her so much. I wanted her to call the hospital back and say I was fucking mad.
Wow,
and I lied.
That's absolutely terrible that the hospital would make a decision like that without more.
Because of all this gatekeeping bullshit.
But the longer she talked, the more it became clear this wasn't a moment she'd snapped. She'd thought about this, she'd planned it, and she told them that too. Buried in the conversation is a detail the police had already flagged. The gun was bought 3 weeks before the killings. Mia doesn't dispute it, and as she keeps going, she describes the kind of forethought that turns a tragedy into a charge of aggravated murder.
Coming in, that there was no getting away with it.
That right overhead makes it so I can't hear you.
The last resort. I knew I wasn't going to get away with it, no matter how well I did. Even if I were to put a silencer, even if I were to scrub the rounds and everything else. You may not know it, but I'm the person that thinks 10 to 20 steps ahead. I didn't think I avoided you guys last night.
Then comes the line that, more than any other, separates a breakdown from a decision.
I could have just killed myself and let those pieces of shit win, like everybody else in my life. But no, I wanted to drag them with me, killing my parents.
Do you still have the gun to your head, Mia?
There was also a third victim that night, one who survived, her brother, who'd been in the basement with his wife. Detectives note she's clear-eyed about this. She'll own the murders, but she bristles at the lesser charge for shooting at the 2 who got away.
You won't get the death penalty?
I don't want attempted murder when I shot up my brother. I'll take the 2 murders.
For all the people that say shit in the background, like, don't shoot to kill. You don't think I don't hear that?
Cold, calculated, owning every count that carried the death she was asking for. And then, mid-sentence, her voice would change, and she'd start describing a world that wasn't there. For long stretches, Mia isn't talking about her parents at all. She's describing a device, something she believes was implanted to control and irradiate her. None of it is real. It is, in the clinical sense, active psychosis. But to her, in that wash, it is as true as anything else she says.
Do you have, or first let me answer this, do you have extensive technology knowledge?
I wouldn't say I have extensive technology knowledge. I mean, I would say I know a fairly good amount.
Okay, well, you know Stephen Hawkins, his little brain device, it makes him talk?
Yeah.
Well, something a lot more sophisticated. I guess I didn't know the technology went this far. That Joseph guy, he rented it out for 5 years for 10 grand for me so much. Apparently it's solar powered and it can filter words. I had 3,000 times the level of radiation in my blood, and they said I was right. My brother killed my pet.
What pet was that?
God-given pet.
A what?
God-given pet.
Okay.
Cat didn't age.
Notice what the officers pick up on as she swings between worlds. When she's calm and building rapport, they describe her voice one way. When she crashes back to wanting to die, it changes, and they say so to each other on the line.
She's back and forth. She'll feel like we're making some good rapport, and then she'll swing back around to my life is over, I might as well just kill myself. And when she does that, she transitions her voice back to a male voice. But when she's building rapport, she'll talk more like feminine or female.
The fact she hasn't given up yet,
I think she's going to.
Makes me feel like she's wanting to go out.
Yeah.
I'm moving location. Still with the gun in my head.
You what? I'm sorry?
I'm moving location, still with the gun in my head.
You still have the gun to your head?
Yep. Just letting you know. You know I want to be dead, so.
What's that?
You know I want to be dead.
You want to be dead?
Yep.
Oh, man, I feel terrible when you talk like that.
Dude, my life's over, dude. You
It's
know
not
that?
over, man.
Oh, no, I've been tortured for 28 years. And one more bucket list to do before I'm gonna kill myself.
What's that?
And one more bucket list before I'm gonna kill myself.
An hour in, she's still on her side in the dirt, gun to her temple, drifting between a real grievance and an imaginary one. Every officer there knows how fast this can end, and somehow, the man on the bullhorn is talking her toward the only ending that doesn't. Notice what Free is doing here. He keeps finding small human footholds. Her work with kids who had disabilities, a support group, even pickleball. It's textbook rapport building, and right now it's the only thing keeping that gun off the trigger. Then he gives her something concrete to walk towards. The prosecutor she keeps demanding is now standing at the scene.
Dude, words are cheap. Action shows otherwise.
Well, I just
don't
tell you,
do
I'm not
words.
going to lie to you.
Words are like cigarette butts. Excuses, they stink.
I just got word back from the prosecutor, and he says he's willing to talk. No promises, but he needs you to give up first.
The prosecutor is here, and his name is Jerry Jager, and he is more than willing to talk with him face to face, immediately upon their surrender. Immediately. They don't have to go to you. They don't even have to go to jail first. Like
Jerry Jager. And I know Jerry Jager, I've worked with him several times. He'll give it to you straight. He's not going to lie. He's not going to BS you. Okay, what's plan B? You still want to get the surgery? Yeah, and remember what I said before. I had heard about prisons actually letting people get those surgeries, and actually in some of the cases, the state paid for all of it. It sounded like you were worried about us like slamming you or something. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that, Mia. And I know, actually, that's something that we hear quite a bit, and that's totally understandable that you would have that fear. We're not gonna tackle you. We're not gonna throw you to the ground. Not gonna beat you up. None of that. You know, the officers have body cameras on them, and if that were to happen, believe me that I will make sure that that gets taken care of, because that would be completely unacceptable. All right, so let's go ahead and start the plan. So first, just leave the gun on the ground. Let me know when you left it on the ground. It looks empty. Yeah, we heard her racking rounds from the other side of the wall, so we weren't sure. Yeah. I think she said that there was only one left, I believe, and she might have racked it out. The slide's locked back, so I imagine she racked it out. She dropped it.
Come to us! Come to us! Walk to us!
Yep. Wait for that camera.
Walk to us! Keep your hands where I can see them!
I'm gonna pull them out right out. Yep, gotcha.
Go that way. Come to me, come to me, come to me!
Put that hand down. Go that way.
Okay, go down on your knees. Go down on your knees. Put your hands on the ground in front of you.
Here?
Yep. Yes. Slide your body back until you're laying on your face. Slide your legs back until you're laying down. Get your arms out by your sides. Keep going. Turn your palms up. Do not move.
After a night of helicopters and rifles and an hour of begging to die, it ended with no shot fired at all. Just a woman face down in the dirt, exactly as told. And the man who'd been a voice over a wall for 70 minutes finally walked up to meet her.
Hi, Mia. Hey, Tyler. Good to finally put a face to the voice.
Yeah.
Appreciate you working with me.
State trooper look.
State trooper look. I don't know to take offense to that or not. But,
it's not offense.
Yeah, like I said, obviously you didn't get, beat up or thrown around, so, I'm always going to keep my word.
Very flexible, dude. Be careful. No, but I have a key in my back left pocket here. I have a key in my back left pocket there, and a card. And earring in my front.
No weapons or anything on you?
Nope. Can't really hide anything with skinny jeans.
Okay, what I'm gonna do?
Okay, cool. We're gonna go this way.
You're gonna get some of your voice back, right?
Some of it, yeah.
I want to introduce myself. My name's Jared. I work for Washington City, PA. I'm the lead investigator. So, we're gonna make sure you get some medical attention, make sure you get some water, stuff like that taken care of, and then
my vehicle's coming over. I'll grab you back.
Right, I want to hear your side of the story.
That's it, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, guns right here.
I'm back here taking pictures of the gun.
I don't know if they're going to take her or if we're just going to check her and do a checkup, and then we're going to take her. Just be safe. Just check up.
Just to cover the bases.
They were just going to do the checkup and take her to
She wasn't complaining.
DPS?
No, maybe.
That's what they're saying. It looks like KSL.
No injuries to speak of, no struggle. By 10:30 in the morning, the woman the whole county had hunted was sitting handcuffed beside an ambulance, asking for water. And the question that hung over the scene wasn't really how. It was what should happen to someone who'd asked all night to be killed.
I have talked to a lot of people, but I'm not so much curious as far as what happened, but I'm kind of curious kind of what led up to it.
Well, let's see. A whole bunch of backlash in the community. I can't go anywhere. I can't go on walks without people saying trap to Because I'm a place right now. Trap to heartbreaker to a bunch of nasty other stuff. People jumping in front of carts. Just, let's see, being homeless after my family's abuse several times. And, being 20 grand in debt.
How long ago were you kicked out?
Yes, yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. So maybe is that kind of what?
Yeah, I guess you could say it's 11 o'clock at night, so the day before yesterday.
Okay, so 2 days ago from today.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. And so, what was the reason that you were kicked out for?
Well, I was kicked out because my cousin wouldn't let me. He asked, "Why are you up so sad?" And I told him there was a lot of things I need to understand, and my neighbor wanted to go at me and other stuff, so nobody believed me, nobody bothered to investigate, and this is the first time it's happened with somebody like that. Well, I got kicked out, he just thought I was going crazy, so.
You said you were $20,000 in debt? What does that come from?
Well, that comes from our loans, because my brother's. This comes from my credit cards. It's expensive to be a single woman and trans on top of that, so.
Okay. So what kind of expense, and like I said, I don't know all the ins and outs of it, what kind of expenses do you have doing that?
Well, it's like $512 a month just doing the trans stuff, so that's like getting laser treatments and medication to before until I got an auto injector. That was $125 a month, so then a lot of stuff adds up.
Oh, yeah. What type of medication?
Just HRT. You want to know the specifics, but yeah. What led up to it was, I got a call from my social worker from the hospital, and like apparently kind of broken HIPAA in a way. They shared the details of the hospital, but the worst one was my mother contacting them to say no to the surgery. And, well...
So your mother contacted the hospital?
Yep. And so I knew I could probably appeal it with just if that, but she wouldn't. Let's just say I was very furious, and I asked her, I don't want to hear excuses. I want to hear an explanation, and I'm sorry, and I'll do something about it.
Okay.
Anyway, she can't say sorry to save her life, apparently. And I tried giving her so many chances through my life, but that's besides the point. She didn't want to call the hospital and say I was just angry and just do something about it. So there was the one hope, even though I was homeless and all this other crap going on in my life, I had one thing going on, and she took that away from me. She has always had boundary issues, that's why I never told her where I lived.
Yeah. So I can understand the frustration. You're talking a lot of stuff on your plate.
And the funny thing was bought him a Father's Day gift earlier that day. Oh. And to get backstabbed like that, the most backstabbed ever. And just after so many times throughout my life.
Did they know that was your ultimate goal?
Yeah, I told them I was going to kill myself several times, and I needed this so bad, and my mental ability was declining, and that's why I needed that surgery. And, well, I thought back, so many people have taken from me, stolen from me, $6,000 of that stolen, by the way. And so much of my life is why I have so many scars on my body from jobs that were life-threatening and mistreated me. But I knew I was going down regardless, but I was like, well, enough is enough. I'm taking somebody with me.
So when did you have that decision that enough was enough and that it was going to...
The same day.
Same day?
Yeah, when she refused to apologize again.
So did
for
the,
her
was the
life
call that
excuses. She's angry, mother, always angry. So sad.
Yeah, you can only take so much.
Yeah. As the result of that, homelessness, or being treated like shit out in the public, to having a bunch of debt, to not getting the surgery, to being raped in the past, and all sorts of different stuff, and sexually harassed, and it can take so much.
After talking to Jenny, did you decide that was the only thing left, that was the plan, or when did you make that decision?
It was a spur of the moment.
Spur of the moment?
After the call, I talked to Jenny. It was, I'd still do it. I don't regret it. I hate them. That was the last straw. I forgive them for so many things, but it screwed me up so much, beating me and you name it. So,
what did you use to kill your parents then?
A gun.
Is it the same gun that you had when you surrendered to the police?
Yeah.
Okay. Were there any bullets left in that gun?
No. Why do you think I was trying to escape for you guys for my day?
Huh?
Trying to get myself one round.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you would have had one round, you think you would have killed yourself?
Yeah, yes.
Mia Bailey was charged with 2 counts of aggravated murder, attempted aggravated murder for firing at her brother and his wife, 7 counts of felony discharge of a firearm, and aggravated burglary. On December 19, 2025, a judge sentenced her to consecutive terms of 25 years to life. She'd spent that entire morning in the dirt begging to be executed by firing squad in writing, and the court gave her the opposite, a life.
I want the death penalty via fire squad, and I want it in written notice.
Oh, Mia, that hurts my heart that you want that. That you feel that that's your...
else to live for.
Oh, man, I'm sure there's lots to live for.
There's nothing, dude. That's why why do you think I killed them over the surgery? That was my last hope.